to my Tones Caribbean Body uh, subscribers, fan base, viewers. If you're not yet a subscriber, welcome. Now it is quite rainy here in Tobago. We're under a storm watch. Well, not a storm watch. We have an adverse weather alert. So I am staying indoors. I just dropped off my little one to school, and now I am back home to, guess what? As the description says, I am fasting today. Yeah, because it's raining outside, I covered my hair because I didn't want to get wet. Yeah, on this day, my fasting day, because I would not be able to use anything to remedy it, so I kept my hair covered. So guys, before I get into today's session, why I fast, the benefits of fasting for me, since I've been fasting pretty much all my adult life, and at 44 I have not stopped. I always designate Sundays 6 o'clock into Monday 6 o'clock, 24 hours every single week. So I fast one day a week, 24 hours. But on top of that, a lot of you may be familiar with intermittent fasting, which is pretty much staying without food for at least 14 to 16 hours every day. That I also do, not deliberately, is just in my nature. So what, just in a nutshell, before I go through the steps with you, in a nutshell, my day comprises 3 meals. That's what I eat. I don't snack in between, because over the years my body has been trained to use the nutrients from and the calories in the foods that I eat to do what it needs to do, so I don't feel hungry. So I allot time to eat my 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's all I eat, and that's all my body asks for. So when I finish eating at 7 at night, yeah, I don't eat until breakfast. I don't eat breakfast until the next morning at 9, 10 o'clock. That's pretty much the routine. So if you count the hours between 7 o'clock, 7 in the night, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 10 hours gone already. 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's about 13 hours without, 13, 14 hours without food. Now, or drink. Well, sometimes when I wake up in the morning, I would of course drink 2 glasses of water and my shot of noni juice, but that's it. Eating stays until 10 o'clock. Now, I have heard many countless stories about people who, yeah, and kids, they would go to bed if it's 8, 9 o'clock, and then they would wake up in the wee hours of the morning and they would eat. Now, there are so many things wrong with that, right? One, your body was not meant to consume food constantly. Your body needs rest. Just the same way you want to sleep, your digestive system needs to rest. So when you go to bed and you wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and you head to the refrigerator and you eat, guess what? You're giving your digestive system more work to do. You're not giving the organs, your digestive organs, time to take a break and to properly digest the food that you gave it earlier. And that is what compounds the weight. That is what causes people to have acid reflux and digestive issues and, bloated stomach and a whole lot of other issues. Yes? So let me take you, I just, as I said earlier, took my son to school, so I am back home. It is my fasting day, so I usually designate Mondays for my fasting because it's I deliberately set those days as light days. I don't do a lot of running around deliveries of my products. So I remain at home. I would do I would do operational work, very light work. I would do computer work. But in addition to that, I would spend some time praying, of course, because fasting and praying go hand in hand. Yeah, so that's pretty much the routine. But as I said earlier, we're under weather watch here. I'm just going to turn the camera around so that you guys would see. Yeah, it's been raining cats and dogs since this morning about 5 o'clock. There was a huge downpour. Now, if you're from the Caribbean, you would know these things called rain flies. I'm trying to capture them, but they're so bloody evasive. I'm trying for you to see. Yeah, if you could see one landed on the wall, rain flies. Now, my son is not very familiar with them because he's a tongue boy. But if he grew up in the country like me, yeah, they were a whole lot earlier. If he grew up in the countryside like me, we were so used to rain flies that it became commonplace. Yeah, they're coming in front of my camera now. And when they drop to the ground, yeah, you see one crawling there, right? So these are our rain flies. So we're under a yellow alert because of the rain. Yeah? So I'm going to just take you inside now so that you have an idea as to what it is I eat when or drink when I'm fasting. So bear with me, guys. Yes, it's my guttural guttural sound. So don't forget, guys, if you're joining me today, at any point just say hi and let me know that you are checking out the live, and so that I can say hi back. I am on my phone today. I can't see comments, so I do apologize. I will see them later on. Yes, so let me just set up my system, guys. I do apologize. Hey guys, sorry about that. Yes, mother duties call even when my son is away. I have to ensure that I secure the place. Yes. Right. So even though it's terrible outside, that's okay. Oh, I have to be careful with these rain flies coming in. Yes, I don't want to have to close. So I'm just trying to introduce some light into the house now that I'm back home, getting the day started. Even though I'm fasting, I still have things that I need to do. So, guys, as I was saying earlier, why do I fast? Well, mainly I fast primarily not for weight loss, as most people do. I fast for spiritual growth and development because I believe, in addition to nourishing the physical man, we ought to nourish the spiritual man because we are part spirit. So placing an emphasis on just the physical being is a no-no. Yes, so I always try to balance everything in my life. So in addition to nourishing my physical body, which of course we know is important, we need to feed it with all the nourishing good things, healthy things that the body needs to thrive, to function, to equip us with the things that we need to go about doing on a daily basis. But we are also spirit, and if we ought to function as spirit beings, being introspective and being able to reflect and do things on another level that the normal average physical man would not do, because not a lot of people would fast. I've had so many people say, oh, they're going to get gas pains and acid reflux and nausea. The amount of excuses that I've heard over the years from people who, when they hear that I fast, they don't do it because of a whole lot of reasons. But as I said earlier, fasting is something that I have been doing since my adult life. And no matter where I go in the world, I continue the practice of fasting. Now, it started off pretty easy for me because I'm that kind of person. Once I make up my mind that I'm going to do something, it all starts in the mind, if you agree. Everything that you do starts up here. It doesn't start when you actually do the thing. Hey, Makida! Makida, I'm taking the opportunity to do my live sessions since Mathani is at school and I'm fasting today and I don't have to worry about fixing breakfast. Yes, so it's a cool-ish day. I still have work to do, but yeah, I'm doing my live uninterrupted today. Welcome, welcome. How are you? How are you doing? Let me know how you're doing in the comments, Makita. It's so good to see you. Yeah, how are you enjoying the rain? Us pluviophile is like music to our ears. This rain, these raindrops, the rainfall is like music, man. It's so soothing. Yes, so as I was saying with the fasting, it's muy importante. And I have been doing it, as I said, since, yeah, in my 20s. And no matter where I go in life, I've studied abroad, I've fasted. Yes, yes, definitely have to be so careful. Yes, I've been fasting no matter where I've been in the world studying. It's a practice that I've continued to undergo. And as I said, the objective of Toned Caribbean Body, for those of you who are familiar with our channel and familiar with the things that I do on this channel and even in my own personal life, that is what I'm sharing with you. Holistic solutions for a healthier lifestyle. So when people, the average person, everybody else is focusing on dieting, oh, I'm going to stay away from starch and I'm not going to eat meat and this and I'm going to stay away from sugar. Guys, I eat all of these things, truth be told. I'm not one of those. I don't follow diets. I don't follow trends when it comes to food. I eat to nourish my body. And if my body doesn't call for something, I don't eat it. So a lot of those orange snacks and things that they sell and processed foods that are in the groceries, my body doesn't crave them, so I don't eat them. My body craves whole food, nourishing food, things that help the body to thrive. That's the difference. Sugar, I drink when I use when I'm having my cocoa tea, and that's it. bread, which is a starch with I use gluten-free flours. I do use all-purpose wheat flour, but minimally. But on top of that, I eat a lot of green, leafy greens. So it's all about balance. So these people who are staying away from the meat and sugar, they're not cleansing their system. They don't detox. I detox every month as a rule. Yes, so people don't fast, they don't drink sufficient water. So they're doing a lot of the other things, but they're not doing the things that bring their body, that help to nourish their body and eat and drink the things that they're supposed to. They're not detoxing, they're not drinking sufficient water, they're not taking time to meditate, they don't do self-care, they don't take time to reflect and introspect. So it's all well and good to stay away from the things that are not good for you, but it's also necessary to use and do the things that are also good for you in balance. Thank you, Makita. I know we're one-on-one today, but you know that's how I love it. I love one-on-ones. I love the personal touch. You know how I do it. But the people who come in afterwards, they will get the information just the same. So guys, I wanted to share with you this morning what I eat and drink when I'm fasting. But if you know what a fast is, you would know exactly what's coming, right? A fast is pretty much abstaining from any form of food and drink. That's what I know a fast is. Now, over the years, there has been all sorts of different fasts. Yeah, Daniel fast and this. I don't ask me what the different types of fasts are, because I know what fasting means. If you look in a dictionary, you will see what a fast means: abstaining from food and drink for a period of time. When Jesus fasted 40 days, 40 nights, right? He didn't eat and drink a thing. So I took that practice to be literally. He didn't do it, then I ain't doing it. If he ain't eat and drink for 40 days, at least I can manage for 24 hours one day with nothing. Right? So this is a picture of, well, not a picture, this is my plate of what I eat. It's absolutely empty. I don't eat anything for 24 hours. So I start at 6 on a Sunday evening and I go right up to Monday evenings at 6 o'clock. And this is what my glass looks like. Yeah? I don't drink anything either. Now, I can afford to do this because I usually drink water every day. My 8 glasses, so I am never dehydrated. And on a day like today, when it's raining, you know what that means, right? When you're constantly drinking water, you're pretty much living in the toilet, right? It's not a very nice feeling to be constantly going in the toilet, right? But what do I eat and drink? This is my plate. This is my cup when I'm fasting. If I do feel like drinking anything, I would drink some water, and that will help me to stay hydrated during my 24 hours. Now, you may ask, so that's pretty easy, right? Makita, do you have any questions? If you're coming in after the live, you can type your questions in the comments and I will see them and respond to them, right? Why I fast, I answered that earlier. For spiritual growth and development. A lot of people fast for weight loss. You guys, if you know me personally, I don't have anything to lose. I have been the same weight for most of my adult life, 120 pounds. And I believe it's because of these health practices, the holistic solutions for a healthier lifestyle that have helped me to maintain my 120 pounds, my slender figure, pretty much all my adult life. I increased by 30 pounds when I was pregnant with my son. That was the only time I remember adding weight. And 6 months after he stopped breastfeeding, guess what, guys? I went right back. My body just shrunk to right back to 120 pounds. And it has not shifted since then. And that was more than 10 years ago. By the way, his birthday is on the 27th of June. So you can send him your birthday greetings on whichever platform that we're on. But we are going to be coming on live on his birthday so that you guys can see him. And we also have our end of month greet up. My peeps on Facebook and Instagram know of this monthly live session. We're now switching it to YouTube, so you guys on YouTube can join in as well. Right? So that is the main reason why I fast, for spiritual growth and development, not for weight loss. If you fast for weight loss, it can be a perfect weight loss remedy, but it has to be done consistently. Because I do my fasting every Monday, you can class that as consistent, right? Sunday into Monday. That's consistency. So it's not something that, oops, I'm going to fast today. It's not, you don't do it on a VAPS, right? Just as we say here in Trinidad and Tobago, it's not a VAPS. If you have a weight loss goal, then fasting or any kind of weight loss remedy has to be done consistently. Yeah? So now that we've done why fast, that goes into the benefits of fasting for weight loss, for spiritual growth and development, for clearer thinking, because I find that when I fast, I get more clarity in how I think. Yeah, I'm able to introspect better, I'm able to reflect better, and as a result of that, I am more creative. So you can always check out the benefits of fasting online, but for me, that is what I have recognized over the years fasting has helped me with. Right now, you might ask, if I've ever tried breaking a fast. Yes, guys. I've tried breaking my fast so many times, and it almost led to disaster. Why? Because my body grew so accustomed to the routine. And that's why I say, when you start something, be consistent. And then after a while, your body gets used to the routine, and your work becomes less trying to keep up with the routine. Right? Another benefit I forgot to mention is that I don't feel hungry. Yeah, I pretty much feel, I don't want to say full, but I don't crave food. Yes, so it's like a form of self-control as well. Fasting helps you with self-control. I believe that as human beings, situations are not supposed to control us. We are the ones as humans to control situations. So when I hear people talking about, oh, I'm so hungry, I can't think without, if I don't eat, that's food having control over you. And that ought not to be the case. You ought to always be in control at all times. And I've found that since I've been fasting, food has no control over me. I can go without food for extended periods of time and not even flinch, right? So that's another benefit that I've seen when it came to me exercising, fasting consistently. Now, I was going to talk about what happened when I tried to break my fast. Guys, I could not function. Honestly, I felt like a fish, literally, like a fish out of water. Yeah, I could not think. It's like everything went wrong that day. I found myself procrastinating a lot. Before, I was always on top of things. Yeah, when I did my fast. But that day, I remember when I tried to break my fast, I procrastinated. I got nothing done. My level of thinking was muddled. I just could not think straight. And the week after, when I went back to my normal routine of fasting, it was smooth sailing after that. I kid you not. I will never forget it. That's why I'm able to tell the story today. Right? And I remember also at the beginning of the year, I figured, okay, I've been fasting for the past 2 years. I don't need to continue this practice in 2022. I tried to catch myself for a good 4 or 5 months in 2022, guys. It was nothing, it was like nothing that I have ever felt. And since I've had those instances, I went right back to my weekly routine of fasting, and it has been going really well thus far. Right? So I just wanted to share with you guys what I eat when I break my fast. Not It's not rocket science, it's very simple actually. I get whatever fruit is in season. So my mom, I got these from my mom. My uncle dropped off some mangoes. This one is Little Pa. We call in Trinidad and Tobago. And the most favorite that a lot of people love is, yeah, I got wet earlier. Starchy mangoes. Everyone loves starch mangoes here in Trinidad and Tobago. I think it's one of the sweetest mangoes when you pair it, when you put it side by side, compare it with Julie mangoes. It's one of the most sweetest mangoes that you would ever find. So I would eat about four of these. They're not very huge, so you don't have to feel, I don't feel guilty eating them. So that is all I eat when I break my fast. And sometimes I would also use almonds. Almonds, just a handful of almonds. Or if I have bananas, I would break the fast with bananas. So you need stuff that are they're easy to digest. So if you have fruits in season, then you can use those to break your fast. Sometimes I would also have a cup of herbal tea. So I love to mix tulsi with mint and tulsi, mint, and wonder of the world. Those are my three bushes that I herbs and bushes. Three herbs that I normally use with hot water. And I would use that also to break the fast, just to have something warm on my stomach. Right? So as I said, it doesn't have to be rocket science. It's very simple actually to do a fast. Just simply ban your belly. Don't eat anything during the period if you want to start off with 8 hours, 16 hours until you can build up to 24 hours. When you're finished, you can drink some water in between or warm herbal tea. If you can't do the full fast without eat and drink. And then when you're breaking the fast, you look for things that are easily digestible. Fruits are number one for me this time is mangoes. Yeah, you can pretty much use any mangoes. I love Julia as well, but I have starchy on hand and a little pa. If pawpaw is usually always in season, whatever natural fruit that is in season that you can find, you can eat a little bit of that before that. I usually do that 1 hour, eat those 1 hour before I have my dinner. And when I eat my dinner, I don't eat a lot, just so that my body, I ease my body back into consuming food, right? So guys, you can only get the benefits of fasting when you fast. When you're feeling the spiritual side, it can only serve to make you a better individual. I have been doing it for years. I'm 100% healthy. How do I know? I recently had to do a medical for my food badge at the doctor's, and my blood pressure was 119/17, and the doctor's like, oh my God, Marlene, you are so healthy, because he had to check my heart, he had to check pressure, he had to check pretty much everything, just to make sure that I was healthy enough to do what I said I was going to do, right? And it's because of these things that I've been doing all these years, right? So thank you all so much, Makita. And if you're joining later on, joining the live later on. Thank you for looking at the replay, and I hope today's session would have enlightened you in some way and would have given you some information that you will use or hopefully use to start your own fasting routine. Intermittent fasting is all well and good because it helps to lead you into a longer fast. Yes, but you have to train your body. Remember I said it starts in the mind. Once you tell your mind that you can do it, your body will automatically follow. So don't subscribe to those people who are telling you, oh, you can suffer gas pain and you could faint and acid reflux. Once you do it properly, once you fast properly and you eat the things that you're supposed to eat after the fast, meaning break the fast, and then you gently ease into eating the right meals. Yeah, you're not going to eat fries and donuts and those things to break the fast. Yeah, we're talking about a balanced, nutritious meal after you've broken your fast. Yeah. But as I said, if you have any questions, feel free to send, just comment under the live, or you can send me an email at nola@tonescaribbeanbody.com. And if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, I'm inviting you to do so. You can only get pertinent information here that will help you in your daily living. And look out on Wednesday and Friday, our 2 days for posting our long form content this week. On Wednesday, how to make browning for Trini Black Cake. It's a spin-off from last week's session. How to make browning for Trini Black Cake. And on Friday, how to make plantain pancakes. Yeah, I'm inspired further by my customer Dana, who sent me a picture yesterday of the yam pancakes that she made for her baby. And she was so impressed with herself that she sent me a picture. So I will share that picture with you guys on Friday. So look out for those 2 videos this week. And if you have not been checking out my shorts playlist, I'm inviting you to do so. There are some funny shorts on our playlist with Mathani and I. We would love for you to check the playlist out. So guys, have a wonderful day, whatever it is that you plan to do. I will be streaming pretty much every day. I will be streaming until I get to my goal of 1,000 subscribers. I wanted to do a non-stop live stream, but Digicel, my internet provider, said, oh no, you won't. Yeah, their internet service is not always 100% reliable, so I cannot do the non-stop stream. So I will instead be streaming every day. All right, so I hope that you're able to join me. I can't say the time, but I will be streaming every day, probably at around 6 in the evening when Mathani is at home. He loves to join in our live sessions. So 6 o'clock every evening, you can join us for our live sessions and hear what it is we have to share with you all. All right, so enjoy the rest of the day wherever you are, whatever you plan to do. Be safe, and remember, we love you here at Tones Caribbean Body. Take care of you and yourself and your family until this evening at 6 or tomorrow evening at 6, whichever. Look out for us. Take care, guys. Bye.